Hey guys, this is just going to be a quick video to see if this is fixed now. I did speak with Arcade1up support and they wanted me to try to put this name in again. Whoa, they fixed it. Perfect. So now I have my name. That's great. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me today. Before I get into the video, I want to thank AJ from Arcade1up Technical Support who helped me through all my issues, so I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, as you saw in the beginning of the video, I am now able to use the Hungry Wolf Guru name that I wanted to use on my cabinet. I was a little irritated and I didn't cover it in my review. I did record a whole segment about it, but I ended up cutting it for time. But now this is the part that is kind of been bothering me. I keep trying to get my name and I just get the message, sorry, you cannot use this nickname, please use another one. I don't know if somebody else is using this or if it's some kind of an issue because my cabinet doesn't seem to be correctly connected to the Arcade1up app, but that is the name I use on the app. If you come over here and look at the Mortal Kombat here, that is the name here I use on my cabinet. Then on my Pac-Man, same thing. But for some reason, I cannot use this on my Street Fighter cabinet. But I was kind of irritated that I couldn't use that name for some reason. Now, when I put the name in, it told me I was unable to use it. I thought somebody else must already be using it on a Street Fighter cabinet. So I just assumed that was it and I would not get the name, so that's fine. If somebody else already had it, that's okay, but that's not why I contacted support originally. So I had two questions for Arcade1up. Well, the first one was a question. It wasn't a support issue, but they put it in as a ticket after I asked the question on the website. I noticed that there were verified accounts on the app, and I didn't know why. How they answered me basically is that some of the most searched people on the app, some of the more well-known people that Arcade1up knows as well, I suppose, are the ones that have verified accounts. So I was just curious about it. I had never noticed that there were verified accounts before, and I just happened to notice the other day, so I asked them about it, and that's what they told me. So that was the answer to that question. So second of all, what happened was I noticed that in the app, none of my scores here in the leaderboards were showing up on the app for me, so I couldn't see my scores there. So for example, in Pro Gear, my rank is 51, my rank in GigaWing is 43, but those were not showing up in the app, and I was curious about it. So what I discovered when they came back to me about the app was that the Street Fighter Deluxe cabinet is not linked up yet with the app, which is odd to me because it is using that same board from the Shinku Hadouken and the Yoga Flame. But for whatever reason, the Street Fighter Deluxe cabinet is not set up yet to work with the app. So that's why you may not be seeing your leaderboards if you're curious about that. So I did get an answer about the leaderboards. Now I know that's something that will get fixed eventually, so I'm not concerned about it really. But I can understand why some people might be irritated. But the online works, and that's the most important thing to me on this cabinet. Well, not the most important thing, but it's more important to me than the leaderboards. So as long as I can play online, that's fine. As long as I can play the games in general, it's fine as well to me. But that is a feature that is not working yet between the app on the phone and the leaderboards here on the cabinet. So just keep that in mind. While they were helping me with the leaderboard question, I asked them about my username because my username on the app and on my Pac-Man and Mortal Kombat was Hungry Wolf Guru, but it was not the same on the Street Fighter Deluxe. And I was curious if that was an issue causing problems with the app, and maybe that's why the leaderboards weren't showing up. And that's when they looked into that for me to see if somebody was using the name. Turns out that was not why I couldn't use Hungry Wolf Guru. They did something on the back end for me and asked me to try to use Hungry Wolf Guru again. And as you saw at the beginning of the video, that was the first time I tried it out after I got home from work yesterday, and it worked. I'm very happy to have that name. It seems really stupid, but it was really bothering me a little bit that I couldn't use that name. It's what I use on YouTube and my other cabinets, and my gamer tag is, and that's what I've been using for years all over the place. So it was kind of crazy not being able to get that. But now that's all fixed and everything is great. Other than that, everything's been going great with the cabinet. I've been playing it every day. I probably play it more than any other cabinet that I have. And I've been having a blast. I played a lot of Street Fighter online. I've played some of the other games online. And really the selection in here and the variety is great. If you haven't watched my review already, you can go watch it. I'll have that linked at the end of the video. I did want to mention one other thing. I have heard complaints about this piece on the cabinet being loose. Mine is not loose at all. I also heard there's a big gap. I also do not have a big gap. What may be happening is some people may be putting this cabinet together incorrectly. They might be putting this in before they put this part on. Make sure you're following those instructions correctly, guys, because this is supposed to go on first. And again, make sure you follow the instructions. I know a lot of us have put a lot of these together, so some people just try to do it from memory, but this does have some unique pieces like this, so it's a little different than the other cabinets. So just keep that in mind. If you are still having an issue, maybe that's not what's causing it. Maybe there is a defect on some cabinets. But as far as I'm aware, that has not been the case with my cabinet, and I think the issue might just be that some people have put this together incorrectly. So keep that in mind. Color-wise, like I said, it matches up pretty well to me. Obviously, there's a little bit of difference since this is the plastic piece, but it's not like that original view that we all got when they debuted the cabinet. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Keep on watching, share with your friends. I'm almost to 300 subscribers. I really appreciate that. It's great. People are watching the videos. I know several videos have gotten over 1,000 views, and I never imagined that that's where I'd be today, because before this year, I wasn't making content regularly on here, and I had somewhere between 5 and 10 subscribers at the beginning of the year. So thank you all again. I really appreciate you, and I'll catch you in the next one.